December 9th is an important day for me. Why? Because I have to win this. And you know what's funny? A day prior to that, it's going to mark my 5-year anniversary. Yes, it all started December 8th, 2018. And I kind of got moved in with the Legion of Pain, got my start. And for the most part, I kind of stayed in the background. But then it was a time where I felt like I needed to step away and try to do things on my own. I not only then had to prove myself to my peers, to the fans, to my trainers like Alejandro Bravo, but most of all to DCCW management. And for the most part, during that early stage of my career, I just wasn't getting the respect I feel like I deserved. I would, do my part, pay my dues, and in the most time, it would kind of still not be good enough, not only for my peers, not only for my trainers, not only for DCCW management. And I kind of, didn't say much. I kind of, let it be what it is. But then I thought to myself, do I want to just be relevant or irrelevant? And I really thought about the definition of being relevant. And it really grew on me to the point where I said, you know what, Prince Handsome, it's time to make not only yourself relevant, but DCCW relevant, because the people you're working with, are they really doing enough? So then I had to really take a long look in the mirror and really think about what that looked like and what I was going to have to do to go on that path to become relevant, to become who Prince Handsome really embodies. And then towards the end of 2021, that time started. And once the crumble of Legion of Pain started, I began my singles time in DCCW. And for the most part, I was a little unsure of myself. I didn't know, what would happen. But my first opponent on my own was no one other than Sethicans, so to speak. I like to call him Seth Daniels. And, being in that situation where we're both new, we both have something to prove, but in a way I felt like he was giving more than I was. I had the short end of the stick. And you know what? I took lemons and made lemonade with it. And on from there, I went on from him to the Bill Weavers, to the Will Austins. And, I feel like, I kind of gave my best effort, but it was never enough. I was so close. I know I had it in me to do it, but it just wasn't there. But then at one point, it was also a December show. I had the opportunity to take on DMC. And for the most part, I was super nervous. I didn't know what to expect. This was kind of out of my element, but I knew then I had to win this. I really had to go out there and I really had to prove a point, because it was now or never. And this could have set the tone for my years following to that. So I went out there at DMC and I gave a good showing, but I did come short. I really did surprise a lot of people that were watching when it comes to the fans, when it comes to the guys in the back, even when it comes to DCCW management. And from there on is when my journey really started. So going into 2022, that was 2021, I had an undefeated streak. I took the likes of Mr. Foxman X twice, beat him twice. I took on Xander Perez, and that one was a curveball. That one really was a curveball to where I didn't even know who he was. DCCW just threw me somebody. A lot of times I had to do my homework on him and I didn't get to, but I still prevailed. I took on Weezy T, a longtime rival of mine. I fought him in other promotions before, and he's probably one of my greatest opponents, like DMC. And I still showed my athleticism. I was showing that I do belong here at DCCW, and I'm one of the best athletes they have to offer. And then I also had to, bring in some of the rookies like Hunter Trace. That was the easy one. But at the same time, it was still just as hard as taking on a DMC, because that was somebody that was unorthodox. What was they're going to be capable of doing. But I still prevailed. And that year, I really looked in the mirror and I said, you know what, Princeton? You know what, Prince Handsome? You know what, Prince Maurice? Because, Prince Handsome has many names. He has many stages of himself. So I had to talk to all three of them to be like, you have to go face to face with not only your opponents, but also DCCW management, because here it is, these guys are coming in and I'm proving myself. I'm improving each time that I get into that ring. I'm looking better, I'm dressing better. It's time for my turn. But of course, I didn't get that. And then you have, DMC and Jake Logan come in, they're doing their thing, and I'm in the back of the curtain just watching, and I'm like, darn, like, that should be me. It should be my time. So I did what I had to do, and I went face to face with management. I told them that I was not happy how I was being booked. I was not happy that I wasn't getting opportunities that others were. And maybe, that probably was maybe the wrong thing to do, but sometimes you have to take a risk, and that's what I did. So after that happened, not only did the fans, not only did my peers, not only my opponents, not only did DCCW get to really see that I meant business, I had opportunity to focus in on the prize. At the time, it was DMC and Jake Logan going for that national title. So I watched their match really closely, and it was one hell of a match. And then for them to have the little change of hearts from both sides, switching, one going from being the loved one to the hated one, and the other one going from the hated one to the loved one. And I said, this is my opportunity right here. And so that year went on, getting to watch DMC and Jake Logan go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Shortly after that, another show came, and DMC was a no-show. Jake was waiting for him to come to the ring, but he wasn't there. But you know who was there? Me. So I didn't see anybody else step up, so I took a chance and I went out there and took the challenge.
Come on. All right, I know you're probably expecting DMC, but I'm sorry he's not here tonight. Now, I don't know if he hit you a little too hard with that chair, but like, what are you doing? Like, come on, like you were so successful without these people, and now you need these people all of a sudden? They don't care about you. Are you kidding me? The reason why you have that title is not because of these people, it's because of you. And you're gonna sit here and be soft and kind-hearted for these people? Like, what's going on?
You think I'm soft? Hold on. DCCW, do you think Jake Logan has gone soft? I don't think so either. But if DMC's not here tonight, you'll suffice. Why don't you bring your preppy little butt in this ring, and I'll fight you right now. And just to make the pot a little bit sweeter, I'll put my DCCW National Championship on the line.
You know what? I was well deserved for a title match, so I'll take you on that right now.
Now, some people maybe thought I wasn't ready for it. Some people think I wasn't even deserving of it. And that's the one thing that got me, is me not be deserving of it. I'm one of the ground runners for DCCW. I'm one of the ones that helped usher every aspect to put together that show, every aspect to make that show be what it is. And for people to say that I'm not deserving, that's just ludicrous to me. But you know what? Despite all that, I stepped in the ring with Jake Logan and I gave him my all. And I wasn't a victor of that match. He retained. But in that moment, people did see Prince Handsome may have a chance here. Prince Handsome could go higher than the second match on the card. Prince Handsome could be a main eventer.
People may not like me, but they will get used to me and get used to me being around very, very long. Because that's not the last you see me in the championship picture, because I will be going for that title again.
You know, I called out DMC. I was ready for DMC. I wanted to fight DMC. Instead, Prince Handsome comes to the ring, and he says that I'm going soft. Jake Logan is going soft. Prince Handsome, Prince Ugly, Prince Sparkle Pants, whatever you want to call yourself. You saw exactly tonight how I'm not going soft. And now that I'm done with you, now that you're out of my way.
Having conversations with DCCW management, they kind of threw me a curveball. I got to a show one night thinking I was going to take on Devin Diaz. And come to find out, not only I'm not just taking on him, I'm taking on two other men. And it's for the heavyweight championship in the main event. Now, in my head, I was freaking out a little bit because I've never been in the main event before. I've never been in the ring with Eddie Torres, a very intimidating, just well-rounded wrestler that we have here in Florida. But I had to take on 2 other guys with him. Didn't know what to expect, but at the same time, in my head, I was thinking, you know what, Prince Handsome? Don't fall between their shadows. Don't let them get all the shine. You make a statement in that match. And for the most part, I did, because not only did I come, being handsome as ever, I brought in a new team member, Kendall Ryan. And that really put eyes on me because it showed a different layer of Prince Handsome. And she made a great impression herself. But I wasn't the victor after all of that.
I'm Jake Logan. It's not nice to meet you because you had no right to put your hands on me in that match. So now we have a problem. And because we have a problem and I can't lay my hands on you, I want you to tell Prince Handsome, Prince Insignificant, Prince Homely, Prince Ugly, I can go all day. Tell him that I'm Jake Logan. And if he's got a problem with me, we can settle this on December 9th. I'll even put my national title on the line. You can be there too. You can watch me beat him. And he's going to end up with worse than a shattered nose. So tell him, if he doesn't like me, fight me!
And I'm telling you, you're on.
So December 9th, it's going to be now or never. And it's going to be my time. And you're going to have a new DCCW national champion. And Jake Logan, Mr. Fight Me, I'm going to give you one hell of a fight. Because this is my time. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to win that match. Because I'm Prince Handsome. And in the end, only the most handsome wins them all.